Imagine unlocking a secret superpower that transforms your everyday life into a playground of endless possibilities. Welcome to Ank's English, the channel where you sharpen your English skills while discovering practical, life-changing ideas. I'm thrilled you're here today, whether you're tuning in from your cozy couch, a bustling cafe, or a quiet park. This is your space to polish your English listening and speaking abilities while exploring tools to enrich your life. In today's episode, we're diving into the art of sparking your imagination and unleashing your inner innovator. You might believe that imagination is reserved for poets, designers, or inventors, but I'm here to show you that it's a universal gift waiting inside you. You don't need to be a sculptor or a songwriter to tap into this magic. Every single one of us, yes, including you, has the power to think inventively. The trick is learning how to awaken it, nurture it, and weave it into your daily routine. Why does imagination matter? It's a brilliant question. Imagination fuels problem solving, ignites fresh ideas, and adds a splash of joy to even the most mundane tasks. When you embrace your imaginative side, you tackle challenges with confidence and discover clever solutions. It also brings a sense of fulfillment, letting you express yourself in unique ways. Whether you're at school, work, or home, imagination elevates your experiences and boosts your self-assurance. In this episode, I'll walk you through clear, actionable steps to amplify your imagination. We'll start by exploring what imagination truly means. Then, we'll uncover why it's a game changer for your life. Next, we'll identify the hidden barriers that hold your imagination back, often without you realizing it. Don't worry, we'll also share practical everyday strategies to ignite your creative spark, no matter how packed your schedule is. Finally, we'll wrap up with fun, simple exercises you can try at home to keep your imagination thriving. Plus, we'll end with a speaking practice to hone your English fluency. So grab a notebook or just settle in. This episode is about action, learning, and transformation. Together, we'll unleash your imaginative potential and help you see the world through a vibrant new lens. Thank you for joining Ank's English. Let's embark on this inspiring journey into imagination together. What is imagination? Let's dive into what imagination really is. Many assume it's all about crafting stunning artwork, composing melodies, or penning novels. But imagination is far broader and more exciting than that. It's not just about creating masterpieces. It's about thinking differently, dreaming up new possibilities, and seeing the world with a fresh perspective. In its simplest form, imagination is using your mind to invent something new or approach things in a unique way. It could be as grand as designing a groundbreaking gadget or as small as tweaking your morning routine for a smoother start. Imagination is about letting your mind wander freely, exploring ideas without the pressure of perfection. It's not about being the most skilled or talented. It's about enjoying the journey of discovery. Consider your daily life. You're imaginative when you solve a problem cleverly. Picture this. Your phone charger stops working, but you need to power up. Instead of panicking, you borrow a friend's charger or use a portable battery. That's imagination at work. Or maybe you're cooking dinner with whatever's left in your pantry, mixing ingredients in a new way to create something delicious. That's imagination too. When you rearrange your workspace for better focus or come up with a witty comeback in a conversation, you're tapping into your imaginative core. At school or work, imagination shines through in countless ways. When you craft a compelling presentation or find a quicker way to complete a task, You're thinking imaginatively. Even in casual moments, like planning a fun outing with friends, your imagination is shaping the experience. So, imagination isn't exclusive to artists or musicians. It's a natural part of being human. Some people feel they're not imaginative because they don't draw or perform, but that's a myth. Everyone has the capacity to think creatively. It's a skill you can cultivate with practice. Another key point is that imagination doesn't demand perfection. Sometimes we hold back because we fear our ideas won't be good enough. But mistakes are part of the process. They're stepping stones to brilliance. Many of the world's greatest innovations came from trial, error, and learning. So, give yourself permission to experiment and stumble. Imagination also thrives in small moments. You don't need a grand project to be imaginative. Trying a new hobby, listening to unfamiliar music, or even rearranging your furniture can spark your creative mind. Sometimes imagination is about blending existing ideas in fresh ways, like combining a notebook and a phone to create a smart device. The key is staying curious and asking, what if? Or, how could this be better? By keeping your mind open and playful, you keep your imagination alive. So imagination is everywhere, in your home, your studies, your work, and your mind. You don't need to wait to become a visionary. Start where you are with what you do every day. In the next section, we'll explore who can be imaginative and why you're already equipped to shine. Who is imaginative? Let's talk about what makes someone imaginative. Many assume only certain people, like filmmakers, architects, or authors, have this spark. But that's far from the truth. An imaginative person is anyone who thinks outside the box, dreams up new solutions, or approaches challenges with curiosity. And yes, that includes you. An imaginative mind is one that questions, experiments, and finds joy in exploring possibilities. It's not limited to creating art or inventions. It's about how you navigate life's challenges and opportunities. Take a moment to think about everyday scenarios. Suppose you're a cashier and customers keep missing a popular item. You suggest rearranging the display or adding a bright sign to catch their eye. That's imaginative thinking. You identified a problem and devised a clever fix. Or maybe you're a student giving a class talk. Instead of a plain speech, you add a fun anecdote or a visual to captivate your audience. That's imagination in action. Professionals like engineers or teachers rely on imagination too. An engineer might design a more efficient tool, while a teacher creates engaging activities to make learning fun. But imagination isn't confined to specific roles. Parents inventing games for their kids, friends planning a unique birthday surprise, or even you finding a new way to organize your desk. All these moments showcase imagination. The misconception that only creative types are imaginative holds many back. You don't need to be a prodigy or have a special talent. Every time you solve a problem, try something new, or improve a routine, you're being imaginative. It's about curiosity and a willingness to explore, not about fame or flawless skills. Even in logical fields like science or accounting, imagination is vital. Scientists dream up new experiments, while accountants find innovative ways to streamline budgets. At home, you might repurpose an old jar as a plant holder or create a budget-friendly meal plan. These are all acts of imagination. So an imaginative person is simply someone who stays curious, asks questions, and seeks better ways to do things. You don't need to wait for a big moment or a specific role. You're already imaginative in your unique way. Next, we'll explore why imagination is a vital ingredient for a fulfilling life. Why does imagination matter? Let's dive into why imagination is such a powerful force in our lives. You might wonder, why bother if I'm not in a creative field? The truth is, imagination enhances every aspect of your life: work, studies, relationships, and personal growth. It's not just about artistic pursuits, it's about making your days more vibrant, efficient, and enjoyable. At work or school, imagination is a problem solving superpower. Imagine you're facing a tight project deadline and the usual approach isn't working. With a dash of imagination, you might find a shortcut or propose a bold new idea that saves the day. In the classroom, imaginative thinking helps you craft standout projects or grasp tricky concepts by connecting them to real-life examples. It makes learning engaging and memorable. In your personal life, imagination turns challenges into opportunities. Need to stretch a tight budget? You might invent a thrifty recipe or plan a low-cost adventure with friends. Want to cheer someone up? A thoughtful, creative gesture can make all the difference. Beyond practicality, imagination adds joy. Trying a new craft, exploring a new place, or inventing a game with family brings excitement and color to your routine. It's like adding a spark to your day-to-day life. Imagination also fuels personal growth. When you experiment with new ideas, you learn more about your strengths and passions. It pushes you to step beyond your comfort zone, teaching you resilience and adaptability. Each time you try something new, even if it flops, you grow stronger and more confident. Plus, seeing your ideas come to life is incredibly rewarding. It builds belief in your abilities. In short, imagination isn't a luxury, it's a tool for thriving. It helps you navigate challenges, enriches your experiences, and empowers you to grow. It's a skill we all possess, ready to be harnessed. Next, we'll uncover what holds our imagination back and how to break free. What blocks imagination? Now let's address a crucial question. What stops us from tapping into our imagination? Even though we all have this spark, many feel stuck, thinking, I'm just not creative. The truth is, we all face barriers that dim our imaginative light. These are normal, but recognizing them is the first step to overcoming them. One major block is fear of failure. We often hesitate to try new ideas, worried they'll flop or will look foolish. But imagination thrives on risk. Every great idea starts with a leap, and mistakes are part of the journey. Think of them as lessons, not setbacks. The most innovative minds embrace trial and error. Negative self-talk is another creativity killer. Thoughts like, I'm not creative, or others are better than me, can stop you before you begin. But imagination isn't about perfection or comparison. It's about exploration. Your ideas are unique and valuable, no matter how small they seem. Stress and overwork also stifle imagination. When you're exhausted or overwhelmed, your mind narrows, focusing only on survival. Ever notice how great ideas pop up when you're relaxed, like during a shower or a quiet walk? That's because imagination needs breathing room. Constant busyness leaves little space for creative thoughts to bloom. Routine can also trap us. Doing things the same way every day, same commute, same meals, same schedule, can dull your imaginative edge. Breaking free means questioning habits and trying new approaches, even in small ways. Another block is the myth that imagination is only for creative people. If you believe only artists or inventors are imaginative, you might dismiss your own potential. But imagination is universal. It's in how you solve a work problem, plan a trip, or even organize your closet. Finally, lack of confidence can hold you back. You might have a brilliant idea but hesitate to share it, fearing judgment. Confidence grows with practice. Start small, share your ideas, and watch your creative voice strengthen. These blocks, fear, negativity, stress, routine, and self-doubt, are common, but they're not permanent. By recognizing them, you can start dismantling them. Next, we'll share practical ways to reignite your imaginative spark. How to boost your imagination. Now that we've explored what imagination is, why it's vital, and what holds it back, let's get to the fun part: how to supercharge your imagination. Contrary to popular belief, imagination isn't a fixed trait. It's a skill you can strengthen with practice. Here are 5 practical, powerful strategies to ignite your creative fire, even on the busiest days. First, embrace the power of pauses. Constant grinding can drain your mind, but short breaks recharge it. Step away from your desk, take a 5-minute walk, or simply close your eyes and breathe. These moments of rest let your brain make new connections, often leading to unexpected ideas. Ever had a breakthrough while daydreaming? That's your imagination thriving in a relaxed state. Second, dive into new experiences. Routine is comfortable, but novelty fuels imagination. You don't need grand adventures. Small changes work wonders. Try a new recipe, explore a different neighborhood, or listen to a genre of music you've never tried. Each new experience gives your brain fresh material to spark creative ideas. Third, start an idea journal. This simple habit can transform how you think. Grab a notebook and jot down thoughts, dreams, or random ideas daily. They don't need to be polished. Just let your mind flow. Sketch a doodle, write a question, or describe something that caught your eye. Over time, this practice trains you to notice and capture your imaginative sparks, building a treasure trove of inspiration. Fourth, seek out inspiration. Your environment shapes your creativity, so surround yourself with things that excite you. Read a thought-provoking book, watch a documentary, or spend time in nature. Connect with people who challenge your thinking or share your passions. Inspiration is like fuel. It keeps your imaginative engine running. Fifth, and most crucially, be gentle with yourself. Harsh self-criticism can squash your creativity. Instead of judging your ideas, celebrate the act of trying. Mistakes are part of the process, and every step forward builds your confidence. Treat yourself like a friend, learning something new. Encourage, don't discourage. These 5 strategies, pausing, exploring, journaling, seeking inspiration, and practicing self-kindness, are simple but transformative. Start small and watch your imagination grow. It's not about instant results. It's about enjoying the journey of discovery. Daily imaginative exercises. Let's get even more practical with daily exercises to keep your imagination vibrant. These activities are quick, accessible, and designed for anyone, regardless of experience. Think of them as mini workouts for your creative mind. Consistent practice will make your imagination stronger and more flexible. First, try writing a micro-story. You don't need to be a novelist. This is about play, not perfection. Spend 5 minutes each day writing a short tale. It could be about a quirky moment you saw, a fantasy adventure, or even what your coffee mug might say if it could talk. The goal is to let your ideas flow freely without worrying about structure or spelling. This practice loosens up your mind and builds confidence in your storytelling. Second, sketch something daily. No artistic skills required. Just grab a pencil and paper. Draw something you see, like your lunch, a cloud, or your favorite chair. Or let your imagination run wild with a made-up creature or scene. This exercise sharpens your observation skills and encourages you to notice details in the world around you. It's about the process, not the result. Third, brainstorm 5 fresh approaches to a routine task. Pick something you do daily, like getting ready for the day, studying, or grocery shopping, and think of 5 new ways to do it. For example, could you rearrange your morning routine for more energy? Or try a new study technique? These ideas can be practical or whimsical. The point is to stretch your mind and break free from autopilot. Another fun exercise is to use your non-dominant hand for simple tasks. If you're right-handed, brush your hair or write a sentence with your left hand, and vice versa. This small shift challenges your brain to think differently, fostering new neural connections. It feels awkward, but that's the magic. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. Finally, try reimagining everyday objects. Look at something ordinary, like a fork or a book, and imagine 3 new uses for it. Could a fork be a mini garden tool? Could a book be a doorstop? This playful exercise trains you to see possibilities where others see the ordinary. These exercises are easy to weave into your day. 10 minutes is all you need. The key is consistency. Like any skill, imagination grows with regular practice. Do them in the morning, during a break, or before bed. Over time, you'll notice your mind becoming more curious, flexible, and open to new ideas. Wrapping up today's episode, let's reflect on the journey we've taken. Imagination isn't just for creative professionals. It's a universal gift that enhances your life. It's about thinking differently, solving problems, and adding joy to your days. We've seen how imagination helps you at work, school, and home, and how barriers like fear, stress, or routine can dim it. But with strategies like taking breaks, trying new things, journaling, seeking inspiration, and being kind to yourself, you can reignite that spark. Daily exercises like writing micro stories, sketching, or brainstorming keep your imagination alive and thriving. You don't need to be perfect or wait for the right moment. Every small step you take builds your creative confidence. Mistakes are your teachers, guiding you toward growth. Believe in your ability to imagine. You're already equipped with everything you need. If you loved this episode, please like and subscribe to Ank's English on YouTube. It helps us create more content to inspire and empower you. Share this with friends who want to spark their imagination while mastering English. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment or message about your own imaginative journey or tips you'd like to share. Keep practicing, stay curious, and let's keep coding your English together. Until next time, stay imaginative and have an amazing day.